Oi, you read lassies and shints of your creatures and humans alike. I am MagiQDog, and tonight we shall be reacting to Jujutsu Kaisen's chapters 148 all the way to 151. So, yes. What? What? Sorry about that. Don't know what came over me. It's almost as if today is some kind of particular day or something. I don't know. Uh, Maybe because it's St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. I'll be honest. I kind of completely forgot the day was St. Patrick's Day. However, I will be kind of making it up and stuff because I do plan on doing a future art stream that's kind of related. No, what am I kidding? It's not related to St. Patrick's Day whatsoever. It doesn't even involve a leprechaun or anything. But anyways, yeah, tonight I'll be reacting to 4 chapters tonight that kind of make up for the fact that I've been kind of delaying these chapters a bit. However, better late than never, I always say. So let me check the audio real quick to make sure that everything's okay. Sounds good to me. So in that case, y'all sit in your seats and we'll go on ahead and get this party started, shall we? I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep doing that Irish/Scottish accent. Which, who knows? There's probably a part of that in my blood somewhere. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'll read the chapters first, then I'll tell you what's going on, then go to the next one and vice versa. Anyways, this in here is a chapter 148. Twins. Oh, he's still alive. You piece of shit. Don't talk to Maki like that. Yeah, he really is a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You tell him. I think. Let's see. You know, I'm going to situate my elbows a bit. That way I can do a little bit of reading better. Ah, here we go. The two are talking. She really is hammering it on him. What a piece of shit mother. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, that's his father. Ooh, that's her father. Oh my! Man, there is a lot of reading here. I am so sorry. It's always about Satoru Gojo's involvement. Which, don't get me wrong, he is a really great character and stuff, but this is really turning bad for the group as it is right now. Ooh, this is a cool sword technique. Falling Blossom. To attack anything that comes within contact with it, yada yada yada. That was. The Dragon Bone. God, that's a sick looking sword. Will she be able to do it? Let's see. Yes! Wait. Ooh! No, Maki! Jeez, not only does she got a piece of shit of a mother and stuff, but also got a piece of shit of a father too. So, I just finished up a chapter 148. So I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna do like a kind of like a short summary of it all. So basically, Maki returns to the Zen'nin clan and bumps into Nyota, where the two seem to be discussing stuff. You know, he's discussing about like how she's worthless now because she used to have a pretty face but not anymore and stuff. Turns out he also kind of bullied her and stuff in the past. And he asked her if he's gonna follow Okotsuki and Megumin around, but she doesn't even say anything. Apparently, she ignores him and goes down to the tunnels. There, she encounters her mother, who asks her, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And she's throwing the keys like, "I'm here for the tools, bitch." That's basically how they said it. Anyways, she then remembers back to where she was talking to Megumin, revealing that he is now the head of the Zen'nin clan. He's like, I don't really want that, but she's like, yeah, well, you're gonna have to suck it up. After all, this pretty much means that you have money and power. After all, you're gonna be one of the top heads of the three families, and everything you do is pretty much gonna change. And he's like, well, why can't you do it? And she's like, no one ain't going to accept me, dude. Besides, you're the better candidate. You inherited the family's curse technique, you also got a domain, and you're Gojo's favorite. So, all of those are pretty much meaning that you are the top prize. as of this moment. He's like, yeah, but that sounds like a drag. Why can't you do it though? And she's like, because I'm not good enough. I can't change the clan, and I can't make it a place for my sister. Realizing this, he's like, yeah, I get it. Flashback over. The mother yells at her like, get back here. Why are you always like this? I just wish that you could just make me glad that I gave birth to you, Maki. Which is like, wow, really? What a piece of shit of a mother. Anyways, Maki goes to the warehouse, opens the door, but she's surprised to see not only her father, but the warehouse completely empty. He opens his one eye and tells her, like, you're not gonna find any cursed tools here, Maki. Because I pretty much knew you would come back here, so I emptied the place. He stands up and reveals that he has already cut down his other daughter. I'm telling you, I kind of hope Maki comes back around and kicks his ass. Anyways, the two are surprised by this. Now back over to Nyota and this uncle, you know, the wild hair looking dude. The two are talking and they're like, let's see, how's the best way to go about this? Okay. So, the old dude's like, you are far too reckless, and this is why Megumin is a better choice. He's like, what the heck does that mean? He's like, well, a bunch of people are pretty much backing him up because he can pretty much repair the Gojo clan's relationship with ours. But we cannot accept Megumin to inherit the fortune and stuff. We just don't want that. And I was like, well, why don't you get up and do something? And he's like, well, stupid. That's because Megumin's got a good relationship with Kamo, the next leader of the Kamo clan. Oh. Noritoshi. Yeah, Noritoshi. Yeah, Noritoshi. Anyways, he says, we can't just get rid of him because that'll look bad on us. And if that's the case, we're going to fall way behind in power compared to the other clans. So, this is where Nao's like, yeah, but why bring this up now? He's like, don't you pay attention to anything, dude? Don't you remember the Jujutsu's headquarters orders? And then it barks up like, number 2, Satoru Kojo has been deemed an accomplice in the Shibuya incident and is thus permanently exiled from the Jujutsu world. Furthermore, removing his seal will be considered a criminal act. Yeah. You know, like I said, the Jujutsu headquarters are stupid. Which then again, they don't like Gojo. They're just using this as an excuse to get rid of him. But anyways, the old dude's like, we're going to take advantage of this. We're going to execute Megumin, Maki, and Mai, and we're going to consider them rebels that are trying to free Gojo. And of course, Naiwa is like, killing his own daughter. That can pretty much boost his status, huh? And the old dude's like, yeah, pretty much strengthening the trust in the headquarters as well. And he's like, but isn't that alright, Uncle Ogi, to let him do this? I mean, after all, that is his own daughters. And Ogi says, yeah, this is his idea. So, the father starts getting into a position as he says, secret art, falling blossoms emotion. And apparently, this is a domain countermeasure technique that can cover itself and curse energy to attack anything that comes into contact with it. And turns out Mai was considered a bargaining chip in exchange for an emergency and to combat any unknown curse techniques in Maki's possession, but of course they didn't expect Mai to, betray them. Anyways, Ogi pretty much planned it to unleash this mighty blow and stuff. Like just one kill strike. However, Maki pulls out the dragon bone which is like this sick looking sword. Man, I kind of wish I kind of want to buy a replica of it, but I told myself no, no more weapons. But anyways, turns out this sword is able to accumulate force and reject any cursed energy by expelling it from the back of the blade. So that's pretty cool. Maki's thinking like he's gonna be tough, but I'll use this dragon sword to take advantage of it and pretty much stop his single strike duel. Let's see. Now that the two pretty much get into the battle position, as far as like, Maki, do you know why my older brother Nobito is the clan head and not me? And she's like, is it because you're a worthless father that's willing to kill his own daughters? Prick. Anyways, the two starts dueling, and the father turns out to be pretty strong. But Maki was able to chop his sword in half, which has surprised him. But he is able to come back around just as Maki is about to attack. And she somehow slashes at her stomach despite having his sword broken. And, oh, I missed this. He created a cursed energy blade coming out from the broken sword and stuff. That's pretty cool. Anyways, she got... Wait. She didn't got cut in this. Okay, so she got cut into two places. One at the eye and one at the gut. And she's like, what? But how? I broke his blade. Wait. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. And he's like, and he asked her, like, why I couldn't become the clan head? Because I have some pretty pathetic kids. As she drops to her knees. And that is the end of chapter 148. Now then, on to chapter 149. Now then, like I said, I'm going to be reading this real quick, then I'll tell you what's going on. Here we go. He's just dragging them while giving them the reason of why he couldn't become the clan just because of his kids. That's just bullshit. You got that wrong, buddy. It's the parents that shouldn't stand in the way of their children's progress. Oh my god. Oh shit. He's really leaving them to die. Let's see. Look up, let's hold hands. Over neuro. I'm impressed. Licky, licky, licky. Don't look this way. Got the bone. Please return by 5 o'clock. It's already too cold. Got the bone. Oh, that's a reference to Wait, what? Wait. No. No, don't tell me. You are me and I am you. Huh. Oh, you screwed up. You screwed up. Oh, you fucked up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I just finished 149. So, boy, it's a good thing I'm doing 4 chapters. Let me move this headset out of the way. Be done! Okay, so the father is dragging the two into another room as he pretty much tells Maki, like, you may have cut my blade and may have touched the short distance. However, you still step into too deep, and that is why you are complete and utter failure. We'll see. But she's like, Dad, I'm a Jujutsu sorcerer, not a swordsman. So, whatever. Of course, she's like, blood. He's like, huh. You always seem to try to judge me based on your standards, but that is absolutely ridiculous. He keeps dragging him and stuff as he tells him, I have told you to again and again about why I couldn't become the clan. My older brother's curse technique was just developed, and whether it was a coincidence or not, that point of contention. I've never lagged behind my brother as a sorcerer. However, he did have one thing that I didn't, and that is my children's capabilities. For you see, kids, you children should never stand in the way of their parents. However, Maki's like, it seems you're the one that don't understand. Dragging each other down is just a virtue in our country. Which is like, damn, Japan! Damn! Anyways, he tossed the girls down into a room as he tells them, like, this room was used for both training and punishments. This room contains a many grade 2 and below level curses. They may not do nothing right now because I'm here. However, as soon as I leave, they're going to come out and they're going to eat you two alive. Let's see. Now then, pretty much like these heaven restrictions or physical gifts, it's meaningless. We sorcerers fight with trained bodies that are enhanced with cursed energy. Maki. Pretty much any sorcerer can use the power that you have. He then turns around and leaves saying like, farewell, the stains of my life. Like, wow, what a dick of a father. Piece of shit. Glad what happens to you at the end of the chapter. Anyways, the cursed spirit starts coming out and stuff and surrounding the two as they're saying like random shit. However, Mai was able to get Maki up to her lap, and she feels that she still had a heartbeat. A heartbeat. Jesus Christ. Anyways, she's like, you're tough as always, but you know this is what's going to happen one day. This is the worst thing ever. And she goes in and... So, I think what's going on is that she is transferring some of her blood into Maki through the mouth. You know that a certain website is going to eat this shit up. Which it's probably already happened. Who the hell am I kidding? Anyways, Maki ends up waking up in like this beachside area. And we see Mai sitting next to her, and she's like, so you pretty much get the gist of my curse technique, right? But I can't really make anything large or complex. And I also pretty much got this rune that our piece of shit father got me. So since I created this, I'm gonna end up dying. She then gets up and starts walking into the ocean, and she's like, so yeah, see ya. Catch you in the next life. And Maki gets up like, hey, wait just a minute. What do you mean? You get back here. And Mai turns around like, haven't you figured it out quite some time ago? Don't you know the reason why twins are considered a bad omen for sorcerers? It's pretty much this. In order to gain something, you gotta sacrifice something. And that's not just limited to binding vows. It's the same as getting stronger through painful experience. But for twins, that's not the case because we're considered one individual in the Jujutsu world. Do you understand? I am you and you are me. So even if you give it your absolute best to become strong, it's useless. And I have no intentions to become stronger. And even though I can use a curse technique, you can't. So there's not really no point. So basically, as long as I'm around, you're always going to be half-assed, Maki. And Maki starts running to her. He's like, okay, I get it. But that doesn't matter. Please come back. And Mai pretty much holds out her hand and starts to pass her something. And she's like, I'm going to leave this with you. So abandon everything else. Let's see. And she's like, okay, I'm going to take everything with me, I'll take everything with me, including the cursed energy, but promise me just one thing. Okay, so, that's what Mai says, while Maki was trying to grab her wrist, but her hands just phases through, realizing that it's already too late. Instead, she opens her hands and sees like this, I want to say it looks like a fern kind of plant, but it could be something else. As Mai asks her, just please destroy everything. And I mean everything, big sis. Let's see. She wakes... Let's see. So, Mai's now dead. Maki wakes up and is telling her, like, please wake up. No! Now then, back to the father. He turns around and pretty much since all of the curses have been destroyed. And he sees something coming up and he's like, what? They're all gone, but how? Wait a minute. My body. I remember this fear. One that I tried to forget a long time ago. We didn't see Maki showing up. And she has gained the same strength as Toji. And the father instantly senses this. Like, his eyes have gotten big. He instantly starts using his curse technique, Strong Flames, as he surrounds himself with flame. He then points his sword at her and is like, "Alright, I'm gonna take you on once again, but this time I'm gonna burn you down to your core. So come at me, you failure!" However, his head gets completely cut in half, pretty much dying in the process. And we see a bunch of geese flying around for some reason. Gives some kind of effect. Anyways, she shows up having this, man, utter cool looking sword. I'm telling you, Monkey is best girl. And she says, "Okay, Mai, let's get started then." That is the end of chapter 149. Now it is time to go to chapter 150! Let's go! Hurry up! Okay. I am now going to be reading 150. So let's get this started. Ooh. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. Oh no. You don't realize it. She's awoken her inner demon. She's now out for a bloody spree. Huh, he's got a pretty nice hairstyle. So, the Kukuru Squad. Oh, the Cursed Spirit Pit. That's a cool name for the room. Whoa. There is a bunch of them. Oh my god, she looks like an absolute demon. Oh god, she is butchering them. Go, my go! Wait. That looks like a ninjutsu technique from Naruto. Oh god, that old man. His hair makes me think that he's part fish. Ooh, semi-grade 1 or above. They're the strongest squad. Oh, she killed him. The art kind of got a bit rough right here. I think it was incomplete. Oh, he can't stop her. Are they gonna stop her? Whoa, that's some big fist. Oh. Oh, she is murdering them. Naiwa Zen'nin, chief of Hay. Oh, tell me he's gonna be gone. Okay. So, I've just finished 150. So here we go. One of the towers starts ringing the alarms, and Ogi's like, an alarm? Nao's like, what's going on now? We didn't see this other dude named Ranta. He's like, Chisa, we got a problem. Maki has completely lost it. She just murdered Ogi-san. The Kukuru squads are gonna be dealing with her right now. He's like, wait, Ogi was... Now. Stupid cord. Anyways, we see the Kukuru squad showing up and stuff, and Ioda's not even taking it seriously. We'll see. Huh. He was probably defeated when he was attacked while sleeping or on a toilet or something. Maki should have been able to do that at least. No, never mind. That's one of the guys that's leading it. So he doesn't realize it. Then Nairo was like, oh, he was killed? Now, we have the Kukuru squad captain, Nobuaki. Oh my goodness, my Japanese. Nobuaki. That's it. He pretty much tells the squad, like, make sure that you capture her by the time I arrive. And if you guys are slow, the only one that's gonna take blame is me, the captain. We'll see. And make sure she's alive. I want to be the one to finish her off. And everyone's like, yes, sir, as they disappear like ninjas. We'll see. Now, we got an explanation on the Kukuru squad. Pretty much all men in the Zen'nin clan without curse techniques are enrolled in this. They are an organization that serves under the Hay, and they spend day and night training in their martial arts. Apparently, Maki was supposed to enlist with them. They start showing up like ninjas and stuff as they're like, ah, there she is, inside the cursed spirit pit. She's also got 2 unidentified cursed tools with her. Make sure you all surround her at once. And we can see that a whole squad is there, like numbering in the dozens. And Maki's just surrounded, and she's remembering everything from Naoya to Mai. And she's like, pretty much all these dots are saying like, so what are you gonna do? What was I going to do? Why did you fall down the hole with me? Oh yeah, that must have been it. That path for us. I am so sorry, Mai. And the dude is like, one of the guys is like, attack! And she opens her eye with this crazed look, and she's like, yeah, I'll keep my promise. I'll destroy everything. And she starts going to hammer on this squad. She first cut off the dude's hand that was going down the cutter. She then uses his back, turns, and chops off another dude's cranium and stuff, before swinging back around and chopping off the dude's head that lost his arm. She then took the 2 blades and stabbed other people's heads. Like, she's going for the headshots. She then cuts down one person while sliding over and does like a kick to a dude's head, pretty much snapping his neck. Let's see. She then swings her legs over, hangs on to one dude's neck, cutting the top of his head while coming down and chopping down on another dude's leg who is behind her, before gutting him out. She then gets down on the ground, cuts off one dude's leg, and the captain just shows up like, so, hey guys, How's everything going? You killed her yet? Oh shit. He looks down and sees just Maki surrounded by dead corpses. And he's like, huh, this is a surprise. We didn't see this other dude showing up, as he has his hands to the ground at Maki's senses, which creates these giant earth hands that erupts from the building. It pretty much slams their hands together onto Maki. Let's see. The captain looks over and sees Shoroku, as he's thinking like, that's his cursed technique, huh? So the hate squad is finally here. So we see Chojuro, the kind of the old dude that's got like a hairstyle mohawk that kind of makes me think of a fish fin or something. And we see what was the old dude's name? Shinichi. It's Shinichi. Anyways, back to where I was at. They show up just looking absolutely grand, along with Ranta. Oh, that's funny. I can't remember the old dude's name, but I can remember Ranta. Just as the one-off dude. Now we get an explanation like, hey, they are sorcerers that are semi-grade 1 or above, and they are the Zen'nin's strongest squad. However, Maki breaks through, charges at the two. Shuno tries to do a sweep while the captain tries to cut her. However, she just blocks their attacks and goes for the kills. And the captain tries to defend himself, and it's like, how is she able to move after getting hit by Jojuro's technique? Oh shit. Maki pretty much stabs the two in the neck, as they're thinking like, she's fast. Is this really the same Maki? However, looks like Ranta was able to freeze her by looking at her. And he's hollering like, Shinichi-san! Keep doing that! Go now! And, Shinichi runs up to try to kill her, as he's like, keep holding her in place like that! However, he's having the oh shit look, and he's like, I can't! As Maki was able to break free from his curse technique by destroying these eyeballs that are floating in the air, I think. Shinichi is surprised, while Ranta is like, Shinichi, don't flatter! The Zen'nin clan existed because of Toshi-san's whims. You must realize it. Right now, Maki is in she's pretty much the same as him, dude. You have got to kill her right here and right now. While he's just bleeding his eyes out. And Shinichi starts using his curse technique where he summons like these giant multiple fists and comes hammering down like, here comes a giant fist! However, just as Ranta is like, oh, he did it. Oh shit. Shinichi-san, no! He dies, and Maki walks over, holding Shinichi's severed head by the hair. Oh my god! The final page is where we see Maki just walking over and dunking his head into the pond. As Ioto shows up, it's like, man, you are awful. Don't you have a heart? And she looks over like, no. He pretty much took it away from me. Now it's your turn to die. Oh man. I cannot wait to read this next chapter. Okay. Chapter 151. Right now. In the final chapter of this stream. I'm a genius. Yeah, normally when you have people like that, that doesn't mean that they're going to be very good in life. Oh, Toji. Oh, their battle's already starting. Oh, she may not be Toshi, but she's about as badass as him. And I'll tell you, you are going to die. 6, 7, 8, 13, 14. Oh, you keep talking like that and you're gonna die. But he is holding his ground, that's for sure. She ran Nui style. Ooh, I wonder what this is. Oh, come in for a hug. Okay, how is this gonna go? How is this gonna go? Yes! Yes! He's finally died! Woo! Okay. So, we have Noya as a kid, as he's thinking like, huh, I sure am a genius. Everyone keeps telling me that, and I'm gonna be the next clan head, succeeding my father. But I also heard that there was a failure as well. A man that doesn't even have an ounce of cursed energy. I wonder how disheartened he's gonna be. Wonder what sort of miserable face he's gonna have. However, he becomes instantly shocked and fearful as he sees Toji just looking. I mean, he's got a face like he doesn't care about anything in the world. That he could just destroy everything if he really wants to. With a dead look in his eye. Back to the present. Naoya starts using his 124 frame technique as he freezes Maki. And pretty much kicks her at supersonic speed, knocking her, let's see, across multiple, different grounds and stuff. Pretty much sending them to like some kind of valley or something. Dang. He then turns back around while Maki's in the air, kicks her again, and sends her flying into the cliffside as he's like, you are not Toshi-kun. She starts looking at him and she starts counting like 6, 7, 8, 13, 14. And I was wondering why she was counting, but at the end of the chapter, it finally makes sense now why she was counting. But anyways, we then got this little narration. It's like, The sins of a small fry is not understanding what true strength is. Maybe that's why no one could really understand Toshi, except Satoru-kun. Wait, no, I think that's Maki's headcanon. Anyways, she gets up out of the crater and starts. But yeah, she starts getting out of the crater, but Naiwa comes in and kicks her again. As he's running at her like, you are not him. As she grabs her, swings her, and makes her hit more rocks and stuff, and then throws her down to a rock again. We didn't see Toshi and Satoru, as I'm thinking Maki is the one that's thinking this, like, the one who finished the fight standing is the strongest. Oh no, never mind, it's Naiwa. Because he comes around as he was able to kind of jab into Maki's head as she was trying to come in running. And he's like, the one that's going to be finished standing and the one that's going to be the strongest is me. Wow, full of ego too much? But Maki takes it like a champ. And even though her head's kind of bleeding, she's thinking like, this ain't looking so well, isn't it? Let's see. I think this is where we finally have the narration come in. No, this is Maki. Crap. Anyways, the projection curse technique does not allow you to move that pretty much breaks the laws of physics. Basically, the projection technique. Oh my goodness. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The projection curse technique does not allow one to move that will break the laws of physics or trajectory. The speed is also limited by the body's acceleration when the technique is active. However, the technique can be repeatedly stacked upon itself, so the speed can be increased. Then we see some past panels and stuff. Oh, these are ones where Naiwa was facing off against Choso. I miss Choso. But anyways, I won't stop now. I won't screw up like last time. Okay. He gets ready to start running again. He's like, power is mass and speed. I'm going to wipe you out using my maximum speed, as he starts booking it all over the place. However, Maki digs her hands. She digs her feet into the ground, claps her hands, and then opens them up while saying, Chiranyu style. Let's see. As we hear this other narration, like, Mai exchanged her life in order to free her body from cursed energy, while giving Maki a body as iron as steel. As strong as steel. However, Maki is losing a lot of blood since her fight with Ogi and the battle with the Hay Squad. And she concludes that a drawn-out battle with Naiwa, which he's at supersonic speed, is unfavorable for her. So, Naiwa is like, a head-on fight. And she looks up like, come here and give me a hug. But anyway, she starts starting to wear her arms back to try to grab him. But Naiwa comes into the side and slaps her side of her arm. Now we have another narration coming in. Like, so when this technique is active, anything touched by Naiwa must be abided by the 124th FPS rules when moving. Otherwise, the target will freeze for 1 second. Naiwa spins back around, while the narration is like, if they fail the 1 second, Naiwa is still moving at top speed, while Maki is kind of frozen in place and Naiwa comes in from behind. And he's thinking like, even if it means sacrificing a rib, you plan on taking me head on, huh? I'm not just gonna fall for just a obvious bait. As expected, you are a fake. However, Maki surprised them as she was able to turn around with her fist drawn, coming at Naiwa's face. And she says, it's 24 times, isn't it? Now Bito and you are not just extremely fast, but I could also felt that something was off. Your movements are split into 24 seconds. No, your movements are split into 24 every seconds. But with this body, I can finally see them all clearly. As Niall was like, wait, what? That's impossible. As the fist comes closer to his eye. But you're just a fat... As Maki slams him into the ground, making an indented print on the side of his face, killing him in the process. Basically, think of it like how Luffy was able to punch Bellamy into the face back at Java. Except this time, Naoa ain't gonna walk away from that. She stands up saying like, I'm sorry. Can you please repeat that? I couldn't hear you quite right. And that is the end of chapter 151. Woo! Boy, I gotta say, I am so glad I decided to make up for lost time and decided to do 4 chapters tonight, because that was one heck of a read. We got to see Maki being an absolute badass and stuff. It is a shame that Mai had to die and stuff, but I think Maki's gonna be alright. I mean, sure, she's killing every Zen'nin that she can come across, but I think she'll be fine. But yeah, what do you guys think? You think these 4 chapters are really awesome? Do you think Maki deserves this major power-up and deserves the beatdown that she's delivering? Do you think the Zen'nin clan is absolutely screwed? Because I sure do. And what do you think of Naoa? You know what? I don't want to know about Naoa. He's a dick. He deserves death. I am talking about a fictional character, okay? Anyways, yeah, pretty much with that out of the way. Wait, I gotta do this right. For St. Patrick's Day. Thank you all for coming on this fantastic chapter reaction stream. I hope y'all had as much fun as I did as we got to read about Maki and how she is kicking ass right now. Anyways, please leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you're able to see my previous clips and stuff. Check me out on Twitter, aka X, as that's where I do my announcements and pools. And finally, check me out on Twitch, as that's also where I do some of my streaming. So with that, I bid this show adieu. So long. See ya. Bye-bye. See you later, people. Okay, bye. Anyways, get lost now. Okay, I am going to take off this hat now.